Deep in the heart of the jungle, high up in the canopy, lived a monkey. Now this was no ordinary monkey. This monkey was very curious. His name was Milo. And one day he found something very strange. It was a map, a real map. It was made out of some dried leaves, and it had markings all over it with what looked like a big X right here in the middle. Milo had never seen anything like it before. He wanted to explore and find out what it all meant. So he set off on an adventure through the trees, following the path that was marked on the map. But after a while, the map began to get torn, and the path was hard to follow. "Oh, I wish I had someone to help me," sighed Milo. Just then, a parrot landed on his shoulder. "What's wrong, my friend?" she said. "I found this map, but it's getting torn, and I don't know where to go," replied Milo. The parrot, whose name was Polly, looked at the map and said, "I know this place. I can help you." And so the two of them continued on their journey together. After walking for a bit, they came across a rushing river. There was no bridge in sight. "Oh, I'm sorry," said Polly, "but I can't swim." "Don't worry," said Milo. "I found a log. We can use it as a boat." They got onto the log and let the strong current carry them over the river. On the other side, they met an elephant. "Hello?" said Milo. "We're looking for this place, but we don't know the way." The elephant looked at the map and saw that it was torn. "I can help you fix it," she said, "but in return, I want you to help me pull these sticks out of the ground. My friends and I were playing and we couldn't get them out." Milo and Polly agreed, and after a few minutes, they were successfully fixed. The map now looked almost brand new. Following the path, they soon arrived at a clearing. In the middle was a rock monolith, just like the one marked on the map. But where was the treasure? Suddenly, from behind the rock, a huge snake slithered out. "Who dares come into my territory?" he hissed. "We mean no harm," said Milo. "We just want to see what's behind your rock." "Oh, really?" sneered the snake. "Well, if you want to see behind my rock, you'll have to solve a riddle first." And with that, he disappeared back into his hole. A minute passed, then two. Finally, a small voice broke the silence. I think I know the answer," stuttered a little brown tortoise. "You want to hear a riddle? I love riddles." Everyone looked at him in surprise. "Are you sure, Toby?" asked Polly. "Well, I read about it once in a book," he replied. So Toby stepped forward and said the answer to the riddle. The snake popped out again. "Correct," he said. "You may pass." With that, he slithered away. The friends were very happy. They had solved the snake's riddle, and they could finally move on. As they walked behind the rock, they saw something shiny. It was a chest just like the one on the map. They all stared at it for a moment, wondering what would be inside. Milo opened the lid. Inside was a scroll. Unfurling it, they saw that it wasn't filled with gold or jewels, but with maps, books, and pictures of the jungle. I don't understand," said Milo. "This isn't treasure," said Polly. "Oh, but look," said Toby. One of the books was open, and on the page was a message. It said, "The real treasure is the knowledge and friendship you find along the way." Suddenly, they heard a twig snap. They all jumped and turned around, but no one was there. And that's when they realized that the adventure had been full of clues and challenges, all designed to test their teamwork and honesty. They had faced their fears, helped each other, and never given up. And in doing so, they had become true friends. From that day on, Milo, Polly, and Toby continued to explore the jungle together, always looking for new adventures and learning all they could about the world around them. They knew that the real treasure wasn't just about what you find, but about who you become along the way. The end.